When I say print on demand, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Etsy, Amazon? That's the problem. Because the biggest print on demand brands in the world, the ones worth hundreds of millions of dollars, aren't on marketplaces at all. In fact, over Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend, my standalone print on demand brand did $79,428 in sales at an 18% profit margin. That's over $14,000 in profit. Now, I don't share that to brag. I share it to show you what's possible when you build off of the marketplaces. That's why in this video, I'm breaking down the anti-marketplace strategy that's building long-term success in print on demand. I'll show you the data on why brand customers are worth 3 to 5 times more than marketplace shoppers, and I'll give you the exact blueprint to help you start building your own brand. If you don't know who I am, my name is Meg Heckman. I have generated over $7 million in the past 6 years using this strategy. Everything that I'm going to share in this video are tactics that are working in my business right now. So let's get into the data and prove that brand building actually works. Let's start by talking about why building a brand creates long-term success in print on demand. Look at the biggest print on demand brands in the world. You have Life is Good. It's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. House of Chingasos does millions of dollars in revenue every single year. Neither one of them is on Etsy or Amazon. They built standalone brands, and there's a very specific reason why. When you build a brand, you have complete flexibility. You don't follow any rules except your own. Etsy makes a big algorithm change, doesn't affect you. Amazon changes how search works, doesn't matter. You're not locked into their system. You can pivot quickly. You can test new strategies. You can find new ways to reach your customers. There are literally no boundaries keeping you trapped in a position like the ones that are on marketplaces. Building a brand allows you to be scrappy. It allows you to adapt. And that's why brands create long-term success, because you're not relying on an algorithm or a search system for people to stumble across you. I see this constantly in the comments on my videos, people saying that they lost their entire Etsy store because they just stopped getting traffic. Honestly, it's heartbreaking, and it's almost always because there was some sort of change on the marketplace, something that was completely out of their control. That's the reality of marketplaces. You are gambling every single time because you're relying on a random algorithm to show your product to the right person. And to make matters even worse, you can't even sell an Etsy store. In fact, it's in their terms of service. Amazon explicitly states they own your customer, not you. You don't get their email, you don't get their data. But when you build a brand, you own everything. You get the data, you get the email list, you build the relationship. And that ownership is what creates long-term success because you're building an asset that's going to compound over time. Which brings us to why brand customers are worth 3 to 5 times more than marketplace shoppers. Now, let's start with some real numbers for my brand. During Black Friday, Cyber Monday, as you know, we did $79,428 in revenue or sales, however you want to think about it. Out of that, $44,000 came directly from email. More than half of our Black Friday, Cyber Monday revenue came from people we weren't paying to advertise to. They were already on our email list. They already knew our brand. We sent them emails and they came back and bought again. That revenue didn't require ads. It didn't require bidding in search results. It didn't require fighting algorithms. It came from the asset that we built, our customer list. While I was running ads and acquiring new customers during that weekend, I was also marketing to people that I had already marketed to and acquired. And it wasn't costing me anything except the cost of the goods of what they were buying. That's the compounding effect of owning your customers. Here's the data. Existing customers spend 67% more than new customers. And when you own those relationships through your email list, your customer acquisition costs on repeat purchases drops to nearly zero. A healthy business aims for a 3-to-1 customer lifetime value to customer acquisition cost. And when you own the customer relationship, that ratio improves dramatically because the retention ends up becoming your profit engine. And this is what allows us to become more successful and stabilizes things over time. Now, if we compare that to a marketplace like Etsy, when someone buys from you, they found you through search. They bought your product and they'll never remember your store name. They remember the keyword that they typed. You got a sale, but at the end of the day, you didn't get a customer. You definitely didn't get their email. With a brand, They remember you. They're on your email list. They come back. They tell their friends. They buy from you multiple times over their lifetime. And this is why customers are worth 3 to 5 times more on your brand. Not because they spend more on their first purchase, but because they make second, third, even fourth purchases. And each of those purchases costs almost nothing because you already own the relationship. Again, all we are paying for is the cost of goods. This is why Life is Good is worth hundreds of millions of dollars and why House of Chingasos does millions of dollars in revenue every year. This is why $44,000 of my Black Friday weekend came from our email list. We own the asset, the customer relationships, the email list, the repeat revenue, the compounding growth. That's the difference between traffic that you rent and customers that you end up owning. So let me give you the exact blueprint to help you build your own branded print-on-demand store. Step 1 is picking your specific niche. You're not here to build a random product store. You're building a brand for a specific audience. The marketplace game rewards broad. The brand game rewards depth. You want to pick something that you are a part of. If you're somebody who really loves to run, then the running niche could be a great niche for you because you understand how you feel when you run a marathon or any other kind of running race. You understand those situations. You're able to connect with that customer and that niche so much better. Pick one niche and then serve them incredibly well. Step 2, become a student of your customer. You need to deeply understand who you're serving. What do they struggle with? What makes them feel seen? What is their identity? Go to Reddit, go to Facebook groups, read the comments, understand the language that they use. This research is what separates designs that are cute from products that make customers think, that is me, I need this. Step 3 is setting up your branded store. Now, here's where a lot of people stop. They say that building a Shopify store is too overwhelming, that there's too many steps. And honestly, that used to be valid. Setting up a professional store used to take a few weeks, and it would cost sometimes thousands of dollars if you hired somebody to help you do this. But that's why we created Build My POD. It handles 90% of the technical work for you completely for free. It's going to build your Shopify store. It'll set up your product catalog, and it's even going to connect your fulfillment. All that stuff that used to be the barrier. So you can't use that as an excuse anymore. The technical overwhelm is now solved. Now you can focus on what actually matters, which is understanding your customer and creating products that they actually want. Now that that step is done, we then go into start designing and testing. We want to complete 100 designs and get them onto a Facebook catalog, feed it about $12 a day in 4-day cycles to get real-time data back on what is working, what your audience likes, what they don't like. Now, this step alone could easily be a 3-hour video. So if you want the full tutorial on how to run ads, how to assess the analytics, I've dropped a link to my completely free 31-hour course in the description below that you can actually get all the information that you need to turn this blueprint into action. Which leads us then to step 5, and that is building your email list from day 1. This one's non-negotiable. Every customer who buys from you goes on your email list. This is what I'm talking about when I say you're building an asset. This is why $44,000 of our Black Friday, Cyber Monday revenue came from email. This is your customer base that you own. This is what makes your second, third, fourth purchase nearly free to acquire. This is that compounding effect. And finally, step 6, you want to create customer loyalty. Once somebody buys from you, don't disappear. Keep emailing them, give them value, show them new products, tell them your brand story, and make them feel like they are a part of something, not just a transaction. This is how you build customers who are worth 3 to 5 times more than marketplace shoppers because they buy from you time and time again. They remember you, they become your asset. So if you've been on the fence about whether to keep grinding on marketplaces or actually build a brand, here's what I'll tell you. Marketplaces feel easier because the traffic is already there, but you're gambling on algorithms that you don't control. You're building on platforms that you don't own, and you're creating zero equity. Building a brand requires more upfront work. There's no doubt about that. You have to learn new skills. You have to run your own ads. You have to understand your customer deeply. But on the other side of that, you have a business that you actually own. You have customers who come back, an asset that's compounding, and something that you can scale or sell if you want to. That's the difference between a marketplace seller and a brand owner. One is renting, the other is building an asset. If you want help with the technical setup, check out buildmypod.ai. It's linked in the description below. And if you want the full course breaking down every single step of this blueprint into detail that'll help you take action, I've also linked that below. Again, it is completely free. If this was valuable to you, click the like button and subscribe to my channel. It would absolutely mean the world to me. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.